Hello everyone, welcome back to LaserMonkey, and today I have what I think will be a very interesting video for those of you trying to improve your cubing technique. I'm going to be going through a set of 12 scrambles, which I did manage to get a sub-7 average of 12 on, so these scrambles should be doable. They're not going to be like impossible scrambles, and I'm going to walk through my thought process and walk through how I make decisions. Of course, a lot of decisions are made intuitively without thinking, and that is the ultimate goal. But in slowing down my solution, I can hopefully offer some more detailed explanations as to why I make certain decisions. And certainly in the inspection phase, I am not relying completely on intuition. I am doing some calculation. So let's get into the first scramble. So for the first scramble, I have two cross pieces here and two more here. They're pretty simple to insert, just like this one. I'd probably rotate R2 and then L2. But I'm going to try and predict the first pair. So I can either go for these two or these two. And I think in this case, I'd lean towards doing these two, just because I can see a nice way to set these up like this, so that they're like this. And now at this stage, I'm doing some look ahead. I was looking to see what this edge was, because that was the only edge that I did not have any information about, right? So now I see that, and I'd already tracked all these other pieces, so I knew that once I saw this one goes together. So I don't love solving this here, but I do see that it's going to pair these up together, and I know that this is really fast to execute. And also, when I rotated here, I saw that these two would be close together and therefore easily solvable. Probably wouldn't do the rotation there, just because the execution isn't too complicated. I'm not going to explain OLL or PLL. Okay. So for this one, once again, I'm going to try and find the first F2L pair. So I think I'd probably do yellow here, but it's not obvious. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to solve these like this, and then I saw that this pair would line up really nicely. So then I can solve this into the back and then finally insert this last cross. And in the process, I saw these two and those two, but I figure I'll solve these two first because I saw I could quickly insert these into the back, and then just these two. Of course, when you're solving your last F2L pair, you want to make sure to try and look ahead as much as you can into the OLL. Now, apparently this is one I got a 10 on. Probably because I tried something too fancy. But here I saw these two would be paired up pretty nicely. So I'm going to insert these two cross pieces, and then I'm going to bring this up, move this over, down, and now I see these two are opposite, so I'm just going to get it out of the way, so then I can insert this cross piece, and then insert that pair into the back, and I saw these two, so I'll just do those. And I saw these two in the process, so I'll do those, and conveniently that's set up really nicely. So actually I probably locked up a lot on this because it was like going really well or something. Ooh, this is a pretty good scramble. I would probably keep in mind that this cross piece, so my plan is to kind of do this one, right? And I'm going to set up these two as my first F2L pair. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to keep in mind that this ends up over here, and then this one's going to be here. So I insert those into the back, and then I kept in mind that one. And now I'm kind of tracking these two and these two to see which one's best. I think these two are best. And then this is a really nice trick. Instead of just inserting like this and then having this one, I'm going to do a U and insert like this with a U2, so then I can cancel right into that one. Really good at ZBLLs, as you can tell. I'm sure that's an easy case, and ZBLL people are screaming at me. All right, So this one looks kind of complicated. Okay, I see a really nice way to solve this. So what I'm going to do is solve this one. I'm going to solve this first F2L pair, right? So I'm going to move these like this, bring this up, bring this down, and then I have this pair set up. And I already saw these two, so I'm going to solve those right afterwards. And then these two came up really nicely, and I'm going to solve these into the back so that I can do better look ahead. Okay, this one is not so simple. I don't really like this scramble. Well, I mean, it's objectively a good scramble, but like, it's not easy to get like a fluid first F2L pair. So probably I would just solve this one, even though it doesn't look that appealing. So like this. Oh, and then this ended up being really nice because when you solve this one, it solves this one as well. So, and then I'll just solve these two into the back. No rotations, really nice. All right. This one, okay, this is really nice because these two are together. So, and I can do all of the solution to the cross without even affecting these really. So I just insert this one, and then I'd probably insert this like this, and then do this into the back. And then in the process, I saw that one, these two, and then I'm trying to figure out how best to do this last one. This whole thing is very, very frustrating because it's not a very fluid thing to be doing all of these things where you'd like do this and this. That's very not fluid, and probably that's why I got a 734 on this one, just spamming TPS and having a pretty bad flow solution, but that's okay. Okay. This one is really difficult. So I think I'm going to leave these two untouched and just solve those. So I'm going to do it like this, and then I guess I can keyhole it. I don't know if that makes anything better. I don't know. I didn't look at it that long. Maybe I can do it like this. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Because then we can insert this one and also set up for this one and then set up for this one. I cannot say that I planned that in advance, but it did seem right. Okay, what is going on here? Probably these two. I mean, I see those right away. Don't really feel like looking for anything else, so I'll just try and look ahead as much as possible. Okay, so D. Yeah, that's not a great solution, but I saw these two, so I'll insert those. And then these two. And then I think I'll just do a sledgehammer to set these up like this. Okay. Let's see. What is going on here? Okay. So here I'm going to solve each cross piece like this because I saw that this pair could be solved. And then I'm going to solve this pair. And then at some point here I'm going to figure out when it's best to insert this cross piece. Really, there's no good answer to this one. So I'd probably just insert it here. Oh, that is not elegant. Oh well. Where are we going with this one? Let's see. This is a pretty tricky scramble. I think what I would do is set these two up together and then set this up like this. So make the X cross and then insert these like this, insert there. Yeah. Wait. Sometimes PLLs are the hardest part of the solve. Okay. Okay, this is a really nice scramble. So I don't know. I mean, I could. No, this. Okay, it's a nice looking scramble, but difficult to get like a clean first pair. So definitely some thinking required. So probably I just do white cross because like these two were pretty simple to look ahead. Oh, and then these two set up really nicely, which is nice because I can do a cancellation. I see these two now. And then these two. And then that's a winner variation. Don't know if I'd recognize that in a solve. Anyways, that's it for my first installment of the walkthrough solves. I think these solves were at the way I think about it level. So I'm sorry if like the explanations were too vague or the turning was too fast. This is just how I would practice. This is like me talking during Speed FMC about what I'm thinking. So maybe I'll make another one which is a little bit slower, and yeah, or maybe I'll just make some breakdowns. Let me know in the comments. Would you rather see like breakdowns of solves and try and explain them, or would you rather me break down rather me attempt to do really hard scrambles, really easy scrambles? Please let me know in the comments below. I'm dying to hear your responses. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This is Laser Monkey out.